So I want to talk a little bit about incorporating the guitar and music in general into your whole family life. I'm a grandfather now. I got 4 grandkids. I'm no longer John. I'm no longer Dad. I'm Poppy now, and that's even what my wife calls me. So I've definitely gone over the line. But it's funny. I was sitting the other day singing my little 7-month-old granddaughter to sleep, and I had this realization that 45 years into a musical career, this is what I was prepared to do. This is really, it's not getting up on stage, it's not making recordings, it's not being asked to come into acoustic guitar and talk to you. I'd worked my whole life to achieve the skill of having my music be really useful, and one of the ways it was useful is putting my granddaughter to sleep, or as her mother says, singing her into submission. But music has, as you can imagine, been a part of my family life for as long as I've had kids, and it starts off really simple. You know, all you need is a couple of chords. You do a G chord and a C chord and a D chord, and you can play half the songs in the world and get yourself a capo. You can sing all the rest of them. It's just 3 chords, and the truth is really what it comes down to. And I got my first guitar on my 14th birthday. It was a Sears and Roebuck silver tone guitar, and oh man, I wish I had that guitar today. And I pedaled my Schwinn down to the public library because I didn't have any money for lessons, and I picked up the only book on our public library that had guitar chords in it. It had that little page of the guitar grids, you know what I'm talking about. And it was this book, a fateful book for me, Woody Guthrie folk songs. And it was perfect because he had all kinds of songs in there. There were historical songs and funny songs and kid songs and love songs and songs about World War II. And he was just wrote about everything, taught me that. But also his songs were usually very simple. 3 chords, usually, As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. And that's a Woody Guthrie song in miniature. It was all about the service of the song. And I had this 4th grade teacher. This is important to remember, I think, is to not compare yourself to the people you see on videos like this, or who are your guitar heroes. I had a 4th grade teacher who taught me more about love of music than any music teacher I ever had. She had a horrible voice, but she loved to sing, and she was actually a good singer. If you don't understand the difference now, you will. And she taught me just the passion of letting it out. And it doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be world-shattering. It just has to be useful. And that's the most important thing. I was asked to talk about children's and family music. I got into it entirely by accident. It was 1983. I was a new father, and for my eldest son, Will's first birthday, I decided that what I was going to do is I was going to record him an album. That's, what I do. And I had never done an album of children's songs. Nobody I knew, except Pete Seeger maybe, had ever recorded an album of just children's songs. And I recorded this album, How'd You Do? And lo and behold, it was really popular. I didn't expect it. Rounder Records didn't expect it, but it was. And I ended up accidentally recording a total of 8 albums, sort of chronicling my kids growing up. And In much the same way that these days I can sing to my grandson Sam, just a little something I made up, you know, when I'm trying to sing him into submission, like, oh, Sammy, we're going to Miami. You're riding with your poppy who never won a Grammy. Eat vodka frita and play guitars. Drink coffee seed to smoke fat cigars. Oh, Sammy, we're going to Alabama, and so on. I'll sing play a song that I wrote with my buddy Cy Khan. Oh, we wanted to have us a school fair, you know, the kind that they have almost anywhere. I was elected to talk to the principal just to see what she would say. She said, it's a fine idea, but please understand, it takes experience and people and a good plan, and I really don't see how we could manage it now. Thanks for visiting, now have a nice day. Well, I went to the class and I let them know that the principal had quite politely told us no. They asked Jessie and I to give it one more try to see if she would see us as a pair. And when we got to the office, she said, fine, I agreed to meet with each of you one at a time. I looked at Jessie with a grin, he looked at me, I looked at him, and then together we decided what was fair. And we said, thank you, no, we don't think so. We came here together as a team. What one can't do, you try again with two, 'cause you're never really lonesome as you seem. Well, she still said no, and when we went back, the whole class decided on a different track. We talked to all the rooms and grades, all the teachers and the aides, all the janitors and cooks were on our side. And when the whole school gathered on the front lawn and the principal saw what was going on, she said, I will agree to meet a group of 3 to discuss this matter. Now, please come inside. And we said, thank you, no, we don't think so. We came here together as a team. One can't do, you try again with 2, and if 2 can't score, you come back with many more, 'cause you're never really lonesome as you seem. And she said, oh, I just didn't know, we'll have the best darn fair you've ever seen. What one can't do, you try again with 2, and if 2 can't score, you come back with many more. If a group can act as one, you'll be surprised what can be done, because you're never really lonesome